Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Facts and Two Cents. This is Petal. Hope you are all doing great. Happy Thursday. Yeah, I think today's Thursday. Yes, it is. Today's Thursday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, my word. When I said yesterday that, on the episode, and I titled it like Epic Day for the Sussexes, man, I wasn't kidding. What an epic day it was. Oh my goodness. I posted way too many things, I think, in our community page. And sorry that I overwhelmed you if I did. Sorry for you being overwhelmed if you are or were, I should say. But my goodness, our faves knocked it out of the park. And yeah, just give me a thumbs up if you could hear me. Just making sure. But oh my word, they did so good. I'm so proud of our faves. And oh, do they look good? So, I love squaddies. They're always like, yep, they are just fabulous and moisturized and relaxed and just, oh, they're amazing. And so I am just like, I am so full. And I realized as I came on, like, there were so many things to talk about that I forgot to even add in the Diana Awards, which happened this morning. And I hope you guys tuned into it. It was wonderful. Just getting to see the kids and all just the amazing things that they're doing. So many things that I completely forgot to add it into here. So we'll talk about that tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. But this has been such a wonderful last night and both yesterday and today has been just absolutely amazing. So hopefully you guys have been able to watch that not only Meghan on the red carpet, all the photos and the little video clips, but I hope that you are able to also watch the Harry's entire interview yesterday at the Dealbook. It is posted in our community page. So if you have not and you've not seen it and you want to see it, just jump over there. Not right now, do it after. Hang out with me for a little bit and definitely jump over there and watch it. It is wonderful. It's fascinating. And so absolutely, absolutely amazing. So yeah, so if someone could give me a thumbs up just to let me know that you can hear me well, that would be really great. Puts my mind at ease because I literally do not trust my sound. So if I don't see somebody giving me a thumbs up, I'll totally believe that it is not working well. So give me a thumbs. Okay, Connie gave me a thumbs up. Thank you, Connie, for putting my mind at ease. So hello to all of my friends in the chat. Let's see who's in the chat. Nolo Thando is here, hanging out with us from South Africa. And Black Queen is here from the United States. Hello, Black Queen. Auntie Jade is here. Marca is here. Fancy is here. Let's see who else is hanging out with us. Sarah is here. I see me in the chat. That's me right there. Perlina is in the chat. Hello. Hi, Perlina. And let me hello to Connie again. Connie gave me another thumbs up. Thank you. Who else is in the chat? Lorna is here. Hello, Lorna. And Joan Garcia. Hello, Joan. How are you? And let's see, Janet is here. And Amotia. Oh, wow. Hello, Amotia. How do you say it exactly? Let me know. Give me phonetics. So Little Mac is here. Hello, Little Mac. Let's see who else is here. Patricia is here. How are you? Yes, everything is well. Thank you very much. Wait, she's like, I am basking in the glow of becoming a granny for the second time 2 days. Oh, well, congratulations. Absolutely congratulations, Grandma. That is wonderful. Is it a boy or girl? Boys, girls? Do tell, Patricia. That is awesome. Congratulations. Hello, Vanzola. Vanzola is here. Wait, did I say Little Mac? I think I said Little Mac. Oh, thank you, Little Mac, because I guess I could hear you. Thank you, Little Mac. I appreciate. So, all right. So, and whoever else joined us. Oh, Church Nelly is here. Hello, Church Nelly, our awesome moderator. How are you doing? Love, kisses, all the emojis right back at you, man. So love the fact that you're here. So thank you. our awesome moderator, Church Nelly. So, oh, wait, Joan has been a member of our channel for 2 years. Oh my goodness. I know, right? Can you believe I've been 20 with you 24 months? That's great. Well, you've been with me longer, Joan, but just, a member of the channel for 24 months. But thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to you and to all of you who are members of the channel that support the channel monthly. I appreciate it so very much. But on to our faves. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm telling you, yesterday I am just so full. It just, so of course, Sussex.com gave us a little bit of a write-up, and it's so funny you're reading Sussex.com. It's so professional, and it doesn't have all the juicy bits that we're going to talk about in a second, but it just gives us the professional take on yesterday, and I appreciate that. So I'm just going to move my banner. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you know when we drop a video, and like and share the video, and join the channel, become a 2 Cents Crew member. And so you support the channel on a monthly basis would be much appreciated. So, yep, I will bring that back later if I remember. Sometimes I forget. So, anyways, so the Dealbook Summit yesterday, can I just say, Prince Harry just looked so good. And so, and him and Andrew Ross Sorkin, I love their chemistry. They did sort of like the banter going back and forth between them. There was one part that I just totally broke out laughing was when Harry had originally said that there was a part of it he can't talk about because it's talking about the case, and so he's like he can't talk about it. So he was talking a little bit about it, and then Andrew Ross talking just jumped in and asking something, and Harry was like, "Remember when I said I can't talk about it?" And Andrew was like, "Oh yeah, okay." And it was just so hilarious how they did it. It was like a comedy team. I was like, "You go." I love that. I loved just the banter that went back and forth between them. It was really cool. So so Sussex.com posted this, and again, jump over there. There's a lot more to this article this clip that they have on there. So definitely jump over there, and also they have the entire interview on that site as well, so you can just click and watch. You can watch the entire thing there as well. So it says earlier today, the Duke of Sussex participated in a powerful one-on-one interview with Andrew Ross Sorkin at the New York Times annual Dealbook Summit. The conversation took place in front of an influential audience of leaders at the intersection of policy, finance, business, and culture. The Duke shared his personal experiences navigating media scrutiny, the mental health challenges that arise from relentless media attention, and the global implications of distorted narratives on society. He discussed the importance of tackling the mental health crisis exacerbated by misleading information and the role the media plays in shaping public discourse. Throughout the interview, the Duke emphasized the responsibility that platforms distributing information, including both legacy and social media companies, bear to keeping users safe. He calls for accountability in how algorithms shape the narrative we encounter online, and underscore the profound impact time online is currently having on our youth and the wider public. And so very business-like take on yesterday. And so again, there's a lot more to this article. So definitely jump over to Sussex.com and read up on it. And again, you can also watch the entire interview on Sussex.com as well. Or if you're on our community page, it's there as well. There you go. So, but again, this whole thing, it was, for me, it was just such a good interview. I'm telling you, Harry he is so confident. And I love the confidence that he brought to it. I love the, not being afraid, because again, him calling out, for example, Rupert Murdoch, and I love the fact that Andrew Ross Sorkin did not, or I should just say Andrew, I just keep calling him his full name, but I love the fact that Andrew did not hold back on naming names, as in, say, of Rupert Murdoch, and and not, and quoting Harry as calling him one of the most corrupt people and has done so much harm to society. And I love the fact that he wasn't afraid. And he even, and as Harry is talking, and he's like, he had to, he was basically reminding Harry, yeah, because you're a part of this, you're talking on a New York Times summit, which New York Times obviously is part of the media, because Harry was calling out not just the tabloid, but also mainstream press for that as well. And Harry basically said, if I thought you were basically on the wrong end of the track, I wouldn't be here. Or if you see me bail out, then you've crossed that line. I kudos for Harry thinking that. I, on the other hand, have canceled the New York Times because of its atrocious reporting, especially on Palestine. So we think very differently about the New York Times, because they have been horrible at times, especially on, Middle East policy, U.S. government's Middle East policies, and so a lot of other things. So I canceled. So Harry and I think very differently about the New York Times, but for him, the New York Times is one of the the better publications. So I mean, and it's not to say that they haven't done good work, but their foreign reporting on foreign policy has been atrocious. And so for me as an immigrant, I'm like, that's important to me. And that's one of the reasons I'm like, they are in my doghouse along with NBC and ABC. But Harry doesn't see it that way, so he's totally fine. And he stayed there. So that means, they remained on his good side. At least for now. And so, but the juicy parts that, of course, Sussex.com is not going to cover this part, because again, they stay on, the professional side of things. But people.com or People magazine is not that way. They want the juicy stuff. And they have had, I got to say, I mean, I am not here for People magazine, but in the last week especially, they have gotten a lot of exclusives from the Sussexes, including their impact report, their taxes, and all of the reporting from the Dealbook, and then Tyler Perry, and then the museum, which you're going to talk about in a second. They have, I forgot, I was supposed to speak slower. Oops, sorry. I'm going to speak slower. I forgot. I promised that yesterday. But anyways, so People magazine they actually have done a great job. And so I'm going to give, compliments where it's due. I am not here for People, but they have done a good job in reporting simply the facts. They have not gone above and beyond with nonsense, at least in those articles, which is not to say that they're not going to change and go back to their tabloidy, gossipy ways. But at least in the last few days, they have done a good job. And if you notice, I've used quite a bit of their articles on here because, they have done a good job. So, credit where credit is due, at least for now. So anyway, so part of the interview with Prince Harry, Andrew asked him about what everybody has been, especially the tabloid media of the UK, especially, have been every single time Prince Harry or Meghan go out. It's Harry's alone. They are getting divorced. Oh my gosh, there's this professional separation. I mean, it's just, it has been so stupid and nonsensical. Like I wasn't even like paying attention because it's so stupid. But it's been a thing. And so Andrew just asked, he's like, look, I went and I Googled you, and that's all I see in all the articles. And he's not lying. That's all that was there. I went and Googled them, Harry and Meghan, on Google, and that's all that comes up. And most of it is from the British tabloids. And it's the fact that, they're alone, are they separated? And it's just the whole nonsense. So just in case you haven't read it and you've been hiding under a rock somewhere so you hadn't seen this, it says Prince Harry addresses a speculation about marriage with Meghan Markle. We've apparently divorced 10 times. So this is a little clip from the article. It says, the second there's an article, she's in California, you're in New York, they say, well, what is happening with these two, right? Is that a good thing for you in a way? Is that there's so much interest in you? The Duke, who grew up in the royal spotlight as the son of the future King Charles and the late Princess Diana, emphasized that the attention is definitely not a good thing. No, that's definitely not a good thing. quoting Prince Harry. Apparently, they've brought we've I'm sorry, apparently we've bought or moved house 10, 12 times. We've apparently divorced maybe 10 or 12 times as well. So it's just like, what? And Prince Harry said with a laugh, because somebody in the audience were like, what? And Prince Harry sort of just imitated them. And he goes on to say, it's hard to keep up with, but that's why you just sort of ignore it. The people I feel most sorry about are the trolls. He continued, their hopes are just built and built, and it's like, yes, 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 yes. And then it doesn't happen. So I feel sorry for them. Genuinely, I do. And then he clears his throat, and he was being sarcastic about that whole bit. But it's just, I just really, of course, squaddies, including myself, were just mocking the derangers with this the whole time because, oh gosh, how pathetic is that? That the person that you think you are trolling, just his response to you is like, I just feel sorry for you. Because, and you think about it, how many years that they've been holding on to the same nonsense, and when they jump on something that some liar reporter tell them, and then they all built themselves up, and then it doesn't come true, and then it's just like, oh well, what's the next thing? And then they jump on the next thing. It's like, okay, 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 and then it doesn't. And it's at what point do you realize, or you think to yourself, okay, I'm being just conned here. People are just using me to make money, and they're just lying to me to just string me along about with things that just is not true. Because how many times they're gonna put a lie out and claim that it's true, and I'm here building myself up. Yes, they're gonna get divorced, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, they're not. I mean, oh, they're moving, they're gonna get kicked out, and it's just like, no, okay, on to the next. And it's just like, at some point you're like, you gotta realize that you're being played for a fool. And it seems it's what, 6, 7, 8 years now, they still haven't figured out that they're being played for fools. And so how pathetic it is that the person that they think that they are trolling, is their response to them is like, you're just pathetic and I just feel sorry for you. I just like, and so yeah, and so also too, I mean, I think Josephine or somebody posted on X today, and just clips of some of the royal reporters, and they can't bring themselves to admit that Harry just made a fool out of all of them, so they're trying to talk their way around it, and you can see them trying to figure out an angle where they could come back with a negative and just haven't figured it out yet. It is so sad and pathetic. It is just so ridiculously sad and pathetic, to the point where I heard one today. It was like, I think it was Rebecca English, who, by the way, seems like, and I'm not one to, well, no, I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about people's bodies. Never mind. Scratch that. But anyway, it was so bad today. They're like, yes, Prince William and Kate, they don't really hold hands, and I think it's a good thing, as opposed to the ones in California. They don't really hold hands at all, and because they're in a professional setting, and it's not about them, it's about their business, and as opposed to Harry and Meghan in California. And it's just like, yeah, because you saw the video of William trying to touch Kate, and she did that shrugging off her shoulder thing, and so you're trying to kind of. It's the same thing. Like, you remember that time when Kate was sitting, they were doing some show or something. I think it's that cooking person show. I don't remember what her name was, Mary something, I think. And William went, I think, and put his hand on her shoulder, and she did one of these big shrug off, like, get off me kind of shrug off. Well, she did a version of that yesterday or 2 days ago when they were doing, I think they had like a state dinner for somebody visiting. That's to tell you how much I don't even pay attention to who it was. Some person from the Middle East that was visiting them. And they had this big state dinner, and they had like the welcome thing. I don't think she was at the dinner part, but I think she was at the welcome part. And William went to touch her, and she did a mini version. It wasn't that big of a shrug off, but it was the same vibe. And so people have been posting that, and they saw that. And then all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, they don't really do that lovey-dovey thing because, it's not like Harry and Meghan. It's just like, yeah, because y'all saw that and people know that there's no love there, and you know it too, and they know it too. They're just trying to hide that. So that's why all of this nonsense narrative about divorce about the Sussexes, because they're trying to hide the fact that mess is going on over there. And I don't know for sure what's going on there, but it's like, you don't do that to your husband in public the way she did it. So yeah. But anyways, it just is very, very interesting. But again, I love how Prince Harry handled it. It's like, y'all are just stupid. You're just stupid. I mean, it's like, yeah, we moved about 10 to 12 times because that was part of the narrative recently about them buying some house somewhere. And it's just like, why is that even? One, why is it your business? And two, who cares? How many people have second homes in other places? Who cares? They're private people. Who cares if they buy a home someplace else? It's none of your business. So but yeah, it's very, very, but I'm glad Harry, and again, some people like, why is he talking about it? It's like, no, he didn't just start talking about it. He was specifically asked this question. He was asked a specific question. And I love the way he handled it. I love the way he just sort of put them in, nonchalantly just put them in their place and mocked them all of it in one. And I just love it. I absolutely love it. And I love the sarcasm at the end. I feel sorry for them. Really, I do. I genuinely do. Really. And then clears his throat. I love it. I absolutely love how he did that. So yeah. Cookies and Cream is like reminding us that yes, Joan, exactly. The Sussexes allowed People magazine to cover the Nigeria trip. When that nonsense happened about the paperwork, they jumped right on the bandwagon and attacked the Sussexes. Yeah, they did jump on the bandwagon. And I mean, I don't know that they attacked, but they didn't report as you would expect. They weren't as like, okay, let's look at the facts. They definitely went back to their tabloidy, gossipy way of reporting on it. Right when they were coming, I don't even think they landed when that mess dropped. And so yeah, but they did, and they still give the People magazine, the Sussexes still give People magazine all these exclusives. So apparently, again, I'm not going to fight battles they're not fighting. They are fine with People, and whatever it is, they worked it out, I'm assuming. And so they are still tight with People magazine. Again, People magazine is the one they went to with all of this, the Insight Report, the taxes. People magazine have been traveling with Prince Harry because they have all of these exclusives from inside. So again, they are giving it to them. So, my feelings about People doesn't have to be theirs. So there you go. Church Nelly says, y'all, Kinsey was about to cry. Lord, Harry hurt her feelings. She was about to cry. I don't pay attention to Kinsey Schofield because she's so irrelevant. Like, I don't even pay attention. But Kinsey, just so you know, I think Kinsey in her mind she's the one that's supposed to be married to Harry. So much so that when Harry and Meghan got engaged, she photoshopped her face onto Meghan's engagement photo. I kid you not. That's how much. And since then, I don't know what she's done with herself, but I'm just like, girl, you need to just chill. So, and literally go get a life, because this ain't good. So yeah, it's really, really crazy. What else did Prince Harry say? Also this, because obviously, with the whole Harry and Meghan a separated narrative, and Harry's gonna move back to the UK nonsense. People magazine also, they have been writing so many articles based on this interview, is like ridiculous. They're like, we're gonna suck this dry for everything it has, and I'm gonna write 1 million articles about it. But I rather them write it than the tabloid in the UK, because at least they are semi-fair about things. This little clip from this article says, and again, this is dealing with Harry wanting to stay in the U.S. Says the Duke of Sussex reflected on painful aspects of the past and his focus on the future at the 2024 Dealbook Summit, from the Parents Network initiative, from the Archwell Foundation he helms with Meghan, to his main goal, being the best husband and dad that I can be, quote unquote. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are parents to son Prince Archie 5 and daughter Princess Lilibet 3, who they are raising in Montecito, California. On his life in the U.S., he says, "I very much enjoy living here and bringing up my kids here. It's part of my life that I never thought that I was going to live. I feel as though it's the life my mom wanted for me," he continued, "to be able to do the things I'm able to do with my kids that I undoubtedly wouldn't be able to do in the UK. It's huge. I'm grateful for that." And one of the things I love Prince Harry, and I think it, for me as an immigrant in this country and to so many others, to hear Harry yesterday describe himself as an immigrant, I was just like, wow, he gets it. Yeah, he is an immigrant in this country. And to hear him describe himself as that yesterday, it was just very meaningful. It's like, yes, and he talked about his gratitude for being here. And, because Andrew was asking him, in 30 years, where does he see himself? And Harry didn't want to just sort of like, buy into that whole, well, in 30 years. And he's like, well, look, right now, my goal is to be the best husband and the best dad that I can be. And I know, as you're mentioning, Kinsey must have peed herself when she heard that. Because I think, Kinsey want to be the one that Harry is married to. And he's like, no, I want to be the best husband I could be. I'm not leaving my wife for you, Kinsey, and others. So, and yes, but, and it just, and I love the fact, he talks about the joy of living in the U.S. and what it means and how grateful he is to be here and to be able to do the things that he couldn't do it in the U.K. because he does not have security. Him and his kids couldn't live there. And part of what he talked about yesterday, and which the British press and stuff wouldn't want to talk about, is that security issues. And I'm glad he boldly stated, my security should not have been taken away. And he talked about the disclosure that, how alarming it's been to see, because again, they're in disclosure there. And so that is, he's getting to see a lot of documents and email stuff that's passed back and forth that has to do with his security. And he's like, it's been very, I think did he say alarming or I forgot the word he used, but then now he has to sit on all that information until April. So April is the next hearing for his security case. And I'm glad he put it out there that his security never should have been taken away. And so, yeah, and I love the fact that Harry's like, look, this is what should never have happened. And so, yeah, he is not afraid. And I absolutely love that. What else? Sangeeta Maiska, she is a journalist in the UK, and she actually was just fired by LBC for daring to question this Israeli, I think it was either the Israeli ambassador or one of those people that she had on her radio show. And one of the things that's been happening is that a lot of journalists have not been, really posting hard questions and really calling out these officials on the lies they've been telling. And so because she had the nerve, gall, and audacity to question, call out, and really challenge this Israeli, again, I think it's an ambassador or one of those people, LBC promptly took her off the air the next day. And she has been, so she does no longer works there. She used to be with the BBC and all of that stuff. So she's an incredible journalist. And so she posted this today. She says, as Dr. Pooja Mehta puts it, Prince Harry is becoming the most famous whistleblower in history and is emerging as a real role model for leadership. And I was like, yeah. And not emerging, he is. And of course, they are putting it there. And it's just like, and again, I love the fact that they put it out there. Yeah, his lawsuit is against Rupert Murdoch's British tabloid, and it's about accountability. And Harry boldly sit there, and he is that, and he is a leader, and people could sense that energy. And it's like, if look, if I was in the UK, the people I would be rooting to run my government would be definitely. I don't know if Prince Harry ever is interested in being a prime minister or something. I don't even know if he can. He'd probably have to give up his title and all of that stuff. But Jeremy Corbyn and Prince Harry, those would be the two that I would be rooting for to run that country. Two people with a conscience, two people who could stand up to power and be like, I'm challenging you, Jeremy Corbyn and Prince Harry. Those would be the two. If British people get on it. And I don't know if Prince Harry is even interested in politics in any sense of the word, but I know he's not afraid to take on power, and I know especially he's part of it, so he has an in right there, and he's not afraid of them. So there you go. Jeremy Corbyn and Prince Harry, those are the two leaders you need. Get them on, get them into Whitehall. So there you go. But I absolutely true. I absolutely. So let's see. What else is happening? So after the Dealbook thing, or the amazing Dealbook seminar, Prince Harry went off. He went downtown to the museum, the gallery opening, the Key Smith gallery opening. And it's so funny. Someone posted a video of Prince Harry arriving. I don't know if he was a paparazzi or if he was someone just in the neighborhood, but because the way how the post is like, it seemed like he was walking by and Prince Harry just popped out of his black, what do you call those cars? Again, I don't even know. I'm not a car person, but he popped out of one of those. And of course, you could see the police escort in front of him. So especially with what happened in New York yesterday, I was a little nervous. I was like, oh my God, make sure y'all protect Prince Harry. But, he has police escort and all of that stuff, and also his security and police security and all of that stuff. So what the person was saying was that there was a lot of security and police around. So for the opening. So Prince Harry left, and he's in the same outfit that he was at the Dealbook. And so here he is at the gallery yesterday or last night or yesterday evening, whatever. It says this evening, Prince Harry, and this is from Sussex.com, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, gathered with artists, philanthropists, and supporters at Key Smith Gallery in New York City for the intimate launch party of Friend, which a powerful new art exhibition benefiting Sentebale. The exhibition showcases an extraordinary collection of works by iconic minimalists and art pioneers, as well as contemporary artists. A portion of all sales will go directly to support Sentebale program for children and young people in Southern Africa. During the launch event, Prince Harry shared heartfelt remarks about the exhibition and the inspiration behind it and the vital work of Sentebale. The name of the exhibition, Friend, was personally chosen by Key Smith in honor of his late grandfather, who was affectionately called Friend by his grandchildren. For Prince Harry, the title also embodies the spirit of friendship that is central to Sentebale's work, as well as the broader goal of fostering connection across cultures and communities. And of course, Sentebale's mission at the bottom there is rooted in the belief that no young person should be left behind. This evening was a powerful reminder of what can be achieved when communities come together in support of a shared cause. And so I think that is Key Smith's grandmother that's right next to Prince Harry there. She is also an artist. His grandfather is an artist. He is part Asian, as you can tell. And so there were quite a few, luminaries there for the evening. And so Prince Harry with the mic there introducing. They also had a panel discussion, as you can see. Prince Harry doing an introduction there, and then the panel discussion with him and his grandmother, and I don't remember the other lady that's there, talking about how art and philanthropy work together and all of that stuff. So they seem to have had a great time yesterday, and it's so cool to see, because if New York, these little galleries down in the East Village, and it's so cool because you think of Prince Harry, and sometimes you can think of like a palace and a castle and stuff, and to see Prince Harry get out of this dingy little East Side and into this little gallery down there, it's just so cool. And so I was just like, I love it. I love how he just fits in to anywhere he goes. He just sort of fits right in, and it's just so cool. And he admitted, it's like, I don't know a whole lot of art, but I know that how, you can use art to bring people together and stuff like that. And it's really awesome. And of course, we know, this is going to be open to the public on the 14th, which I have tickets for. So I'm very, very excited. And People Magazine got an exclusive. Again, People and all their exclusives. People Magazine was there as well. And so they gave us quite a bit of, quotes from Prince Harry and also from Keith Smith. It says, inside Prince Harry's art-filled night at New York City Gallery launch party, his heart is really in it. And this is what Prince Harry said. It says, we, and everybody at Sentebale are hugely grateful for you pulling this together. You have been a joy. Speaking about Keith Smith, says, you have been a joy. You and your team have been an absolute joy to work with, as we are massively grateful for that. Prince Harry said about Keith Smith, the curator behind the exhibit, to kick off a panel discussion at the event, which people attended. So again, people got their exclusive. So it goes on to say, Prince Harry goes on, he says, I already know that your grandmother is winning when it comes to pieces sold. Like yesterday, they were already buying the art, which, considering it isn't even open until next week, well done. That is fantastic news, he said about Rakuko Naiti Smith, grandmother, Roko Naiti Smith's grandmother, and an artist whose work is on view for friends. I am slightly new to the art world, so I'm not going to pretend that as though I know something I don't. But what I do know is the ability for art to be able to convene and bring people together. And that is needed more than ever in the world. Prince Harry continued, everything we do at Sentebale is reflected through art and through you and your values and what I believe, the way you see the world. So again, an enormous thank you from all of us here for being you. And so Keith Smith, they did a little bit of an interview with Keith Smith that he went on to talk about just how people look at Prince Harry and they think, they sort of build him up as this major thing. And the reality is he's the most down-to-earth and humble person you'll ever meet. And he went on to talk about just how amazing it was to be in Southern Africa as part of the team that went with Prince Harry to Lesotho and also to South Africa. And so he just was raving. And one of the things he said about Harry is just like his heart is so much in it, and is also Prince Cecil's heart. I'm going to post the article in our community page so you can read the whole article. But it's so cool because he just kept going on. He was so amazed by how much Prince Harry cared, and how much he cares about people, and how much he cares about this cause. And it just motivates him so much. So definitely read the article. And Keith Smith sounds like so awesome. And his grandmother, I mean, they already started buying the paintings. So I don't know how much is going to be left by the time we get there on the 14th. Which is great for Sentebale because, that means they're making money. It's a little confusing because in Archwell said portion of it. And then if you read the whole of Archwell's article, it said at the bottom, it says all of it. So I'm not really sure. I think it's all of it. And I'm not sure how much of it is going towards Sentebale because, again, part of Archwell says part of it and the end says all of it. So it's like, y'all decide what it is. So, yeah. But but what I understood from I think it was from the website, the gallery website, is that all of it is going to Sentebale. So yeah, Very, very, very cool. But definitely read the article. But yeah, just him talking about Harry's heart was just so awesome. It's like, yes, we know. Harry's amazing. Prudence is like, Harry and Meghan's heart beat as one love. And he's telling those evildoers he's not leaving. Oh, he's not leaving his wife. I know. They are evildoers. It just is no other way to it's just no other way to explain it. They are evildoers. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Thank you for the belated birthday. Thank you so much. uh Cherish Nelly. We're not talking about Nacho right now. She's like, I'm crazy about Nacho. So yes, and yes, Kinsey is a nutcase. So we could just leave her out of everything. She's just crazy. But yeah, so I'm very excited about this. So yes. Wait, I guess I did. I'm so sorry, Joe. It's like you missed the super chat I sent you earlier for your belated birthday. I missed it. I am so sorry. You know what it is? If did you just send it today? Sometimes this stuff goes by so fast and I miss things. You know what? I need to reconfigure it to make it not go by so fast. But I think I missed it. So thank you for pointing it out because I don't see it. Huh. But thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate it so much. So thank you, Joan. Because yeah, I am scrolling through and I don't see it at all. That's so weird. But thank you. I appreciate yes, she said yes during this podcast. So thank you so much for letting me know because I totally did not see it and I don't see it. So at the end, I'm gonna scroll back through and make sure that I see it. But thank you so much. And thank you for letting me know because I would have definitely missed it. So thank you, Joan. I appreciate. So yes. So yeah, so under 14, when I go to the gallery, I will definitely report on it. I will take photos if they allow me. And yes, I will definitely let you know. And hopefully there will be art there because again, they started selling them last night. And so there were all these people there, including Ronan Farrow was there last night. And I was like, oh, it would be fun and interesting if Prince Harry did some kind of documentary with Ronan Farrow. Because I'm telling you, when Ronan Farrow comes after you, the best thing you could do is make peace with the Lord and run. That's all you could do. Because when he comes after you, it's like, that's it. That is it for you. You might as well just say, I am guilty, make peace, and run away. But it would be very, very interesting if he did something with Ronan Farrow. So that would be really great because they are really about truth and going after it. Ronan Farrow, if you know, is amazing journalist, an investigative reporter that is just, he's amazing. And so right now, I think he just put out something about surveillance, about us being surveilled, especially on our phones and stuff. I have to go and watch it, but he does amazing work. So yeah, it'd be really cool if Prince Harry did something with Ronan Farrow, but Ronan Farrow was one of the people that was at the event yesterday. Yes. So let's see what else you guys are saying before we jump over to this. Oh my goodness. Oh, cookies and cream. Says thank you, Pearl, for all your hard work. You appreciate it more than you'll ever know. Oh, thank you. 21 months as a member. Thank you so much. Cookies and cream, our awesome moderator. Thank you for all of your hard work and making sure this space is safe and fun, that we can hang out for a bit and just, gab about things. So thank you, Cookies and Cream. Oh man, thank you. Let's see. What else you guys are saying? Let's see. Lorna says, here's what's wrong with Levin, Eden, Kinsey, Nana. Wigs, maybe? The elevator doesn't go all the way to the top, and it never will, period. Well, that's obvious. I don't know about the rest, but definitely Angela Levin. Yeah, that doesn't go all the way there. So there we go. Let's see. Black Queen says we picked the right size. Now we are reaping the benefits. Same thing here. We will be triumphant on the right side of morality, humanity, and history in the end. Yeah, I mean, some people just they just choose. I don't understand some of the decisions people make sometimes. I really don't. Excuse me. I really don't. Sorry about that. Let's see. Um Karen Warner says, Petal, I heard there's another opening ceremony artist that they are waiting to confirm for Invictus Vancouver in addition to Katy Perry. Oh, well, you see, now I got really confused because yesterday I thought it was late last night they were going to confirm something, and then they confirmed Katie during the day. So, okay, it'll be interesting to see who this other person is. But excited to see Katie for the in person for the first time. So that'll be fun. Thanks, Karen. But talk about Katy Perry. Well, away from Katy Perry, shall I say? We are going to another Perry, Tyler. Oh my goodness. Look at our girl. Talk about just classy, simple, classy, elegant. For a minute there, when I saw her and Tyler in the all black, I thought it was an all black event, like everybody coming in black. But then, of course, I saw Kerry Washington. I was like, oh, I guess it's not. But how good do they look? I mean, oh, just so beautiful. Now I don't know who the lady on the right in the red is. She showed up. I think Meghan did a photo of her with her, and I think she was on stage as well. So I'm assuming she may be part of Paley Center and all of that stuff, or maybe she's an actress or something. I don't know who she is, and I don't think I've ever seen her before. But she's a part of the mix. So welcome, lady in red. And I'm telling you, such warmth and love. Oh my goodness. And so beautiful. And I love how Meghan does this stuff. She doesn't overdress. She goes for simple elegance. She's not even wearing earrings. She's just the necklace and maybe something on her hand. Maybe I don't even know if she's wearing like a thing on her hand, like a bracelet or something. But it's just a simple elegance on the red carpet. So calm, so serene, so just beautiful. And I'm like, you go. I saw this I saw this post today, and I don't remember the news outlet that it was, but it says it showed like a video of Meghan, and it says "royally unbothered," and I was like, "This is so perfect. This is so perfect." They just titled it "Royally Unbothered," and I love it. I was just like, that is just exactly what it was. Royally unbothered, moisturized and unbothered. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. Oh, thank you, Joan. Joan said she's the CEO of Paley Center. There you go. I figured she had something to do with she was somebody from the Paley Center, but I just had never seen her before, and nobody seemed to mention her name or who she is, but she was part of the whole thing. So there you go. Trish Nelly says, I didn't even notice that Meghan's not wearing earrings. Someone pointed out earlier today, and was like, yes, she isn't wearing any earrings, because I zoomed in and I didn't see. I mean, if she is, it's very, very small. So because I didn't see it. But yeah, she is just, I mean, simple, elegant, just radiant. And Claudia seems like Meghan was seated right next to right beside Tyler. Take that, haters. I know, right? I know. I love it. I absolutely love it. Prudence is like, Doria's flower is just blooming. She is. It's like, she is at peace. This is her year of joy. She has no bothers in the world. And I'm like, girl, you do you. It is beautiful to see. Absolutely. Trish Nelly's like, wait, I thought Tyler and Oprah distanced themselves from the Sussexes. Of course, that's why Harry was mocking them with their stupidity. It's just like, they wish. So Sussex.com did a little bit of a write-up about it. And It says, and oh, one of the things that I thought was happening last night, I thought Meghan would be speaking. I thought that Meghan, because she and Harry were part of, I guess, the committee that put this whole thing together. And she didn't. She wasn't one of the speakers. She was just there to support. And when I was thinking about why, why Harry would go to New York instead of being there, it's like, oh, maybe that's what it is. Harry knew that, they were just going to be there to support and they weren't part of speaking on stage and stuff. So that could be part of the reasoning as well. But I thought, as I thought about, I was surprised at first, but then as I thought about it, it's like, you know what, that's actually probably a really good idea, because had Meghan spoken, the media just, everything it'll suck up. Literally, the media would just zoom right in on her and not focus on Tyler and other people, because that's how the media is whenever she does or says anything. And I think she probably knew that, if she did that, all the focus would be on her and not on the person that it needs to be on. But by her just being there and just, sitting with him and celebrating with him and just supporting him in that way, then the focus stays on who it needs to focus on, because when anything with Meghan, everybody just wants to hear what Meghan, and that's all that they would be reporting is what she said, and the focus would be on her. And so this is what Sussex.com says. Last night, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, attended the Paley Honors to celebrate the extraordinary legacy of her dear friend, Tyler Perry, whose groundbreaking work has had a lasting impact on the industry, on the entertainment industry and beyond. The event was hosted by a distinguished committee, including the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Ariel Emanuel, which is Meghan's agent, John Furtheimer, Whoopi Goldberg, Taraji P. Henson, Matt Johnson, Jeffrey Katzenberg, Gail King, Deborah L. Lee, Melody Hobson, Meghan's mentor, George Lucas, her husband, Scott Mills, the Honorable Nicole Avant, and Ted Sarandos, head of Netflix, and Kerry Washington. So that was a team that put the whole thing together, including Prince Harry. And then he goes on to say, Perry, renowned for his creation of Tyler Perry Studio and his long career of producing content that champions diverse voices, has made an indelible mark on Hollywood. His recent Netflix film, The 6888, which tells the powerful story of the all-Black women battalion who served in World War II, is a testament to his commitment to telling untold stories that reflects the experiences of underrepresented communities. And coincidentally, it stars Kerry Washington. And another clip from the article, the end of the article says, the evening was a powerful reminder of how important it is to ensure diverse voices and perspectives are represented in all forms of media. When people see themselves reflected in stories, whether on screen, in books, or through other platforms, it fosters a deeper sense of connection, understanding, and empathy. This representation not only enriches our shared cultural narrative, but also plays a crucial role in building a more inclusive and compassionate future for all. And read the article. There's a lot more to it. Of course, I just took a couple of clips on it, but it talks about how Tyler Perry's stories are a reflection of his childhood, about, the stories that he tells are literally from his life, whether it's the documentary about his life or all the shows. I know a lot of people go and attack Tyler, like, why is he always telling these kind of stories? Well, the stories he tells are from his life, the experiences that he have, or the people that are around him, were around him when he was growing up. Just watch Maxine's Baby, which is the documentary about his life. And so when you understand who he is, or read his book, we talked about his book here, and you'll see what his life is. And so where those stories come from. So that's why I'm always having arguments with people all the time about, just leave this man alone. You don't have to like his stories. Just leave him alone to write what he wants to write and do what he wants to do, because none of y'all get every show you put out a number one on whatever streaming platform he puts it in, or whatever theater he puts it in. all of his shows, whether you like it or not, and like always get to number one. So that's why I'm always like, leave the man alone. Let him create what he wants to create. You go build your own table and leave his table alone. So there you go. But I just really and so this is what, and it's so funny when you read the whole article, you could hear Meghan's voice. Like if she was on stage and speaking about Tyler, you could hear her voice saying exactly this. And so it's really, so I would be surprised that, maybe one of their staff write it, but this looked like Meghan wrote this for this. But yeah, it's really, and it was nothing about her or Harry at all. It's all about Tyler and all about his achievement and what he's done. Not only, his productions and his studio and stuff, but also his philanthropy. I mean, the guy is so incredibly generous, and we know how he has helped and really rescued our fave. So I don't have to tell any of us that, how generous Tyler is. So it just was really great to see them and see Meghan out there supporting her friend. And also too, I mean, these are, have you obviously Oprah and Carrie and also Ted Sarandos and his wife, they're supporting and speaking and supporting Tyler. So again, when I saw this, I honestly thought Meghan was all going to be on stage as well, but hey, I'm cool with her not being on stage. And so yeah. And of course, Meghan and Carrie, so in their photos, and here they are sitting with Tyler, and it's like, oh, again, yeah, boo to those people who were like, oh, Hollywood has kicked Meghan. It's like, please, there were people at that place, all of them wanting to take selfies with Meghan. I mean, it's like they're just so desperate for people to not like this girl. It's like, no, when the people are not stupid like you. You're just jealous. You're just jealous. That's why. So, and also we know that Meghan and Carrie, they actually go back way. They go back a long time. Of course, the first photo is way before Harry time. And so when Meghan turned 40 and she was doing the 40 by 40 thing, Carrie actually posted this throwback photo of her and Meghan, and she posted this on her Instagram. She says, happy birthday to this beautiful queen, Meghan Markle, on her 40th birthday. I'll be joining the Duchess by donating 40 minutes of service to grassroots organizers and organizations to underground, fighting for change, fighting for our democracy, fighting for our rights and our voices to be heard as we re-enter into the workforce and a new election season. If you're able, please join today and pledge 40 minutes to community service or mentorship, etc. And it goes on to there. So she was part of Meghan's 40/40, and she posted that throwback photo of her and Meghan. Of course, we remember her and Kelly Rowland and Meghan at Beyonce's concert. Actually, Tyler was also here, and there was a photo of Meghan, Tyler, and Carrie, and I think Kelly was sitting with them as well, but they were sitting together at Beyonce's concert. So this is kind of a crew. This is kind of a crew, and so it's amazing. And just a little bit of what Carrie was talking about when she's talking about Tyler. She's talking about Tyler's incredible work ethics. I think she went to some kind of therapist or something like that, and they're like, you need to slow down. And she's like, I think maybe I need to stop hanging out with Tyler so much, because Tyler is so inspirational, and he's the one that got her to be like going after her dreams, dreaming bigger, pursuing bigger things. She is where she is because of Tyler's influence in her life. And he's the one that really helped her jumpstart her career. I mean, she went on and on about just what Tyler meant to her. So yeah, very, very, very cool. And I saw this today, and someone posted it on X, and this is, and I also talked about just how whenever Tyler has to give a speech or accept an award, everybody needs to listen, because it is so inspirational. He just has a knack for this kind of thing. And it's just, I'm like, every single time I am blown away by the things he talks about and how passionate he is and how real and how inspirational. But this person, Jamie Harrison, he looks like he's in politics of some kind. He's with like the Democrats or something, some movement or something he's with. It says, life has not always been easy, but last night truly was food for the soul. A good friend invited me to attend the Paley Center Honors tribute of Tyler Perry. Tyler's story is riddled with moments of fear, pain, self-doubt, and sorrow. These are emotions that many of us have dealt with or are currently experiencing in some forms. Tyler's magic and a magical connection of his characters and his stories, which are an extension of him, is the power of transformation. He has transformed his pain into joy, and many times that joy is not relegated to himself, but many times is created for others. Last night, he told us to never let anyone steal your joy and your ability to heal. Thank you, Tyler. And then, so when he posted that, the Paley Center at the bottom, you can see quote posted him. It says, thank you to everyone who helped us to honor an icon, Tyler Perry. And I'm telling you, this man, his story is so amazing. Again, watch Maxine's baby, and or read his book Higher is Waiting, I think it's called. Yeah, it's amazing, his story. And when you read it, you understand why he is the man he is. And it could have gone either way with the kind of a childhood he has, but it's just, it's a gift from God that he has turned it and he's used his pain to do the great things that he's doing. This man is absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you, Little Mac, because I didn't know, he said DNC, but I didn't really know what his role is. Jamie Harrison is the chairman of the DNC. Oh, there you go. There you go. And he was completely blown away by being there last night. So I'm telling you, this man is amazing. That's why I'm always on people, especially our Black people, who like to sit there and criticize Tyler Perry. I just leave this man alone. If you don't like what he's doing, go do something else. Other people do. Leave him alone. Because not many people could do this for somebody, and bring that kind of hope to people. So I love me some Tyler Perry. And so Meghan's Glam Squad was posting about it. Highbrow Hippie, who we know is Meghan's colorist, and they just started their business. And so she posted on it. She says, about last night, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, attended the 2024 Paley Honors Fall Gala in honor of Tyler Perry. Always glowing, always beautiful, always supporting her friends. That is so Meghan, right? Always there supporting her friends. And she posted like makeup by Daniel Martin, hair by Hector's World, and color by Katie. Ooh, Katie is Highbrow Hippie. And yeah, so... and Meghan looked beautiful. And also the tall picture on the right is Daniel. It's kind of sort of blended in there with the white in the background. So, but you can see a little photo of Daniel there. Daniel is one of Meghan's besties from forever ago. And he did her makeup as he does a lot of the time. So he posted a little video of her as well. So yeah, but I was like, Meghan's Glam Squad. And of course, when Highbrow Hippie just opened the other day, Daniel was there, Hector was there. Oh, they were all there supporting Highbrow Hippie. And so there you go. That's her Glam Squad. They're a big old community out there in California. So awesome. And this E! News, which also is a tabloidy entertainment outlet that could be problematic sometimes, but again, not fighting battles they're not fighting. Tyler gave them an interview on the red carpet. And so this is what Tyler said to them, and he was gushing about Harry and Meghan. And so it says, Tyler Perry shares rare insight into Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's relationship. Tyler Perry, who is godfather to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's daughter Lilibet, reflected on his close friend's relationship in an exclusive interview with E! News, and he did. Tyler Perry is taking a bow for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. After all, the filmmaker couldn't help but gush over the Duchess and the Dukes of Sussex really sweet marriage. And this is what Tyler said. He says, they love each other. Tyler told E! News at the Paley Honors Fall Gala, where he was honored with the prestigious Paley Honors Award. They have a beautiful family, and I just want the best for them. Of his personal dynamic with Harry and Meghan, the latter of whom attended the gala in support of Tyler, he added, it's a real pure and beautiful friendship. I love them. And he goes on to talk about Lilibet being Lilibet godfather and all. And so he said, Tyler is so real for this. He's like, his being godfather to Lily does not go over into giving Prince Archie any major, extravagant gifts. And he's like, yeah, we don't do that. He's like, the same with my son. I don't do that. They got to earn their keep. It's like, basically, they got to earn their way. In other words, he's like, they don't want them to grow up thinking. And he literally said, they don't want them grow up thinking that because they're, they are children of, I guess, big stars or rich people, that they are just going to get, extravagant gifts and all of that stuff. He's like, they're going to learn, and they're learning from early that doesn't work like that, and they're not going to teach them that. And we remember Meghan is like that. Remember when Archie wanted the Leica camera, because when Meghan got him a camera, he's like, but that's not a Leica like me songs. And Meghan is like, nah, you're not getting a Leica, not even for Christmas. So they are teaching them from now that, you not be entitled little brats. So although as a photographer, I would advocate for Archie. I'd be like, Archie, this is where you play them both sides. You got to get that Leica. For that Leica, that's the only time I will indulge. It's like, Archie, you got to advocate for your Leica. But I love that, though. I love the fact that they're not teaching them that, just because their parents are rich, they're going to get extravagant gifts. So, yeah, but he loves being godfather. So, yeah, very, very, very cool. And finally, I think, and yes, this is so cool. The Paley Center posted this today, and it says, what a night to remember. The Paley Center for Media honored iconic Tyler Perry at the Paley Honors in LA. Huge thanks to luminaries like Kerry Washington, Oprah Winfrey, Meghan Markle, and more for celebrating this unparalleled impact. Paley honors Tyler Perry. And so those are the photos they posted there. And of course, I had to just make it big. Meghan and Tyler and Oprah, their photo, and of course Tyler at the top there. But I guess Tyler was sitting on the other. Oprah was sitting on the other side of Tyler, or she sitting at another table and came over. But I want to believe that they were all three sitting there, and there are photos of Meghan and Kerry and Tyler, and now Meghan and Tyler and Oprah. So that's the one that Paley Center posted. So it's like, yeah, queen, queens and kings. And Tyler's like, I'm the man. Look at who I am in the center of. I am the man. But he's so incredibly humble that, it's probably not thinking that at all, but I'm thinking it. So there you go. But I think that's all I got. I think that's all I have. And I'm just going to stay in the chat. But my goodness. Thank you, SmileyVal05 on X for posting this. Because my goodness. Look at this photo, y'all. I mean, look at our faves. Harry there. I mean, look at Harry walking there with that energy. I mean, it's like, I know who I am. And I'm going to sit here and speak about it. And look at Meghan. I mean, look at them taking both coasts. It is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, yes. So I'm going to stay in the chat for a bit. That's a mouthful. I wanted to get through all of it before I jump in the chat, really. So let's see what you guys are saying. Black Queen says, Serena's husband stated that he only gives his first daughter $10 for allowance. Yeah, absolutely. Because you don't want your kids I totally agree with this, because you don't want the kids growing up, these entitled kids, thinking like, oh, my mama and my daddy are millionaires, so I could get me $1,000 a week. And to get that allowance, I'm sure she has to do some chores and stuff to get it. So you have to teach them this from early, that you can't be raising kids to believe that, although some people do. Some people, instead of take care of the kids, they're just like, here, go buy yourself something so you can get out of my hair. So I'm glad to see this. And especially when you are black, you have a black mama, especially, they don't play that stuff. We all know what black mamas are like, or black grandmas. They don't play that, especially when you grew up poor. You don't play that sort of thing. So yeah, although some people are like, well, I want to give my kids everything that I didn't get, which is the worst thing that you can do. But it's good to see that these parents are like, no, we're not going to raise kids like that. So yeah. Let's see. Little Max says, I love Tyler ever since I heard Cicely Tyson said he paid her $1 million for 3 days of work to compensate for how little she made for movies like Sounder. Yep, Tyler gave her so much more money than she was ever basically entitled to for working for a few days on his show. Yep, absolutely true. And as black performers coming off, heaven knows how much they've been ripped off. And I'm telling you, the Lord has blessed him so much, and he has done so good for so many people, so many in the especially performers in the black community, and not just performers in the black community, just regular old folks that need stuff. People who live around, like the elderly people who live around his studio, that there was something that was going to happen to them with their mortgages or something like that. I think it was something to do with taxes or something. Tyler paid for all of it so that they will not get kicked out of their homes. And it was just like, and it's amazing. And his studio obviously is out there in Atlanta. And it's like, it's amazing. God has blessed him, and he just blesses everyone around him. And so, yeah, that's why I'm always like, leave this man alone. Leave him alone. So, yeah. Let's see. Black Queen says, look at all the bright light shining, bright, no dark clouds with scraggly beard and egg-like dome of gaudy stolen jewels and 1900 garb for thousands of miles. What you talking about, Black Queen? Oh, wait, are you talking about in the UK? I mean, I'm assuming stolen jewels and 1900 garb. I'm assuming you're talking about the Left Behinds in the UK. I mean, they did have like a state dinner thing with Camilla and her crown and stuff. I didn't pay too much attention to it, so I mean, I don't really remember what it is they were wearing, but I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. It's like, oh my goodness. So do tell, Black Queen. Let's see. Lonnie said, does anyone know who Archie's godfather is? No, Harry and Meghan purposely did not say. Of course, there are some in the British media that claim that there was one of the Stravenzi or something, the brothers who are friends with William, and also Harry is one of them. They claim that Mark Dyer, who is like Harry's second father, is one of them, but that's what the press claimed. Harry and Meghan have never made public who Archie's godparents are. So whether that's true or not, I have no idea, because Harry and Meghan, for obvious reason, have kept it quiet. Let's see. What else? Cookies and Cream says, everyone, please promote the Sussex Polo Netflix docuseries. Please tell others about it. Let's help and make it number one. Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm like, why aren't they promoting it? I was like, you would think they had a massive platform yesterday. I was just like, you were in New York yesterday. Why aren't you promoting this? Although I did see someone on X posted, and I forgot to even check that Nacho had it in his reel. So I have to check Nacho. But yes, again, Netflix is in my doghouse, but I do support the Sussex's work. And it's sad that Netflix did what they did. But yeah, if you want to definitely go promote it. But I do have to wonder why are Harry and Nacho and those guys and Netflix, who was at the center with Meghan at the Paley Center supporting Tyler last night. Why aren't they promoting it? I'm like, I am stumped as to why they aren't doing a better job of this. I would love to know why there was only that one trailer. It's like, do you not care about this project or something? So I don't know. I have no idea why they aren't doing it. So, but hey, if you want to go ahead and promote it, go right ahead. So yes, but I am a little bit surprised that they, doesn't mean they can't, be promoted in the next few days, but get on it already. So yeah, seriously. Let's see. Prudence says, agree, children have to learn to fish for themselves. Absolutely. You got to teach them that. You have to teach them that because you don't want your kids growing up to be these entitled people and that just like, waiting for their trust fund. You don't want that. And Harry definitely does not want that. That's why he has his kids far away from the royals. He's like, no, they're going to have a normal, regular upbringing. So there you go. Let's see. Church Nelly had the same question I had. She's like, Black Queen, are you referring to the leftover in Saltine Island? I had the same question I had, which I'm assuming that's what Black Queen was talking about. I'm assuming so. So there you go. Let's see. Karen says Tyler Perry is Princess Meghan's big brother. He looks out for her. Exactly. He definitely does. That's definitely her big brother. And I'm telling you, God puts people in your life that is just like, talk about the perfect person to be in her life, And it's just, I am so happy that he took care of them and put the right people in her life, put the right person in their life to just help them to, goodness, I can imagine how much they prayed, like help. And especially with COVID and not, having you have a baby and you obviously they took your security. I mean, I cannot imagine the fear that was going through them. So yeah, it's just so great that God put a big brother in her life as Tyler. She needed it, they needed it because God, goodness knows, Harry sure needed a brother too. So there you go. Let's see. Gwen said, would love to see Meghan with her curly hair. Me too. That would be nice. I saw, it's so funny. I saw a photo of Sydney McLaughlin. Sydney is she's a runner and she was won the last two Olympics, has won just about every gold medal that she was up for. She does the 400-meter hurdle, the 200, the relay, the all kinds of things. She just won, I think, sports person of the year and some one of these award things that a few days ago. And Sydney, I swear to you, Sydney could be you know what? I'm going to post it in our community page. She could be Meghan's sister because Sydney was at this award and she was there with her husband. And Sydney has her hair long and she has very curly hair. And she's one of the most beautiful women you'll ever see. But she could totally be Meghan's sister. When I first saw the picture, I thought it was Meghan. And then it's like, in that image of like, just thinking of Meghan in her curly hair. But she could totally be Meghan's sister. But Sydney McLaughlin, she's amazing. And such an amazing woman. And she always talks about her faith and stuff. And she's really cool. And so I'll post the picture in our community page and tell me if I'm crazy, if she doesn't look like Meghan in curly hair. So yeah. But Sydney McLaughlin is one of the most amazing athletes, man. If you see her at the Olympics, it's just like the woman is the best. I mean, she has broken so many world records and set so many world records. I've lost track. So yeah. Let's see. What else you guys are saying? Yes, absolutely. Please keep praying for Church Nelly. in spite of everything, just yeah, definitely keep praying for Church Nelly and others here too who are going through struggles. But it's so great to have Church Nelly here, being her old self, her funny self. So wonderful. Let's see. Maggie ABC. Hello, Maggie ABC. I've never seen you here before. Maybe I just didn't notice, but welcome. Maggie says, I'm sure they'll educate her little ones in a great way with lots of love. Harry mentioned in Spare that Queen Elizabeth loved their behavior. Yes, she was actually, it sounded like she was very surprised that how well behaved they are. And I'm like, they have a black mama. Black folks, put up with that bit without, rude behavior. Sometimes now with the younger generation might, but Meghan grew up with her, with her mom and her grandmother. You don't do that. So yeah, because we remember little Louis. We remember, we've seen some of the other kids from the other parts of the royal family, and well behaved is not what you would say. And so she was a little surprised at how well behaved they are. And I was like, Meghan's got a black mama. She don't put up with that sort of thing. So yeah. Let's see. Exactly. Joan is like, yeah, Meghan don't play that. Meghan don't play that. So yeah. Oh, Black Queen says, yes, we watch Sydney all the time. She's a sweetheart. She really is. And she is so good. She is so good. But I will post that photo in our community page, and you can tell me if I'm crazy. But I swear she could be Meghan's sister. And it would be nice to see Meghan with her curly hair. The only time I think I saw it is somebody post an unauthorized photo of Meghan online as part of a Zoom or something like that, and they promptly took it down. But that's the only time I saw Meghan with her curly hair. So yeah. Let's see what else you have here. I think that's it. I think just scrolling down, see if any more comments before we end. Let's see. Yep. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Tomorrow, I will do the what is his name? Thomas Kingston. Is it Thomas Kingston? The one who took himself out, and I was gonna do it today, but there was so much stuff about Harry and Meghan. I was like, that is just too much for one day. So I will talk about it tomorrow. What happens in court and all of that stuff. And so. But anyways, that's it for the night. Have a great time. Thank you so much to our awesome moderators, Lydia, Church Nelly, Karen M, Cookies and Cream, and Black Queen. Thank you so much. And to all of you, our 2 Cents crew, who support the channel on a monthly basis. Thank you so very much. And to thank you so much to all of you who support in the chat. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you, Joan, for your super sticker, and all of you who supported that. If I missed anyone, I'll go back through the super chats and say thank you on our next broadcast. So other than that, guys, have a great night. I love you all, and I will chat with you next time. Bye.